Alright, so I'm back. So to recap, I'm talking about after my mom dropped me off at my dad's when I was 10, and then they couldn't handle it, so I was almost 11. That was February of 98. I turned 11, June 98. June of 98, and then they had me until April of 99 when they put me into a place, a mental hospital, because they couldn't handle my outburst, because they weren't listening to me and all that stuff. So like I covered that in the other videos. So I was at the part where I was at the group home from like May something of 99 till June 19th of 99. And I went to the mental hospital again, but it was at a different unit. And it was because they claimed that other places could help me more or whatever. Like I still felt abandoned because I'm like, what's so wrong with me? None of these places can help me. Like, what's wrong? But honestly, what really probably was happening too is like the insurance and like the cost of the places. I didn't, when you're, I didn't understand that. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to understand that? So I got fucking hella abandonment issues from that. Like, okay, what's so wrong with me when everybody else around me is acting worse and they're literally having outbursts and throwing shit or whatever? Like, so that's what would happen when I got to the mental hospital and stayed from June 19th till December of 99. And like there was a lot of people that would do way worse shit. And yeah, there was like certain consequence things, like where you'd like certain ones where you'd have to stay in your room for 3 days, or you'd stay in this observation room behind the desk of the nurse's desk, and it was like a room with a bed and stuff, and then they also had a shower, so so they could keep an eye on you better, and you could stay there for 3 days, or like you could stay sitting outside of your room for 3 days. So like it depends on what kind of thing you earn, like what you did to earn that, like. So I had been in the observation room for like 3 days before, and then I was also like, so like the terms they had for being like, I can't remember it, but like there was one where it was like reversed, and it means like you're outside of your room for 3 days instead, or something like that. I don't know. They also had dress codes, like where you couldn't wear shorts that are like, your shorts had to be longer than, like, if you had your hands down to your side, they had to be longer than your hand, like, which is understandable because there's some like people there that are like from abuse, like SA, so they struggle from stuff like that, so it's understandable. But also, like, you couldn't, like, it was all an all-girls unit. And there was other units, too, that had all, like, mixture, like, boys and girls. And then there's all boy units and stuff. But I was in an all-girl one, which was good because I it's fine, I actually didn't mind it there too much. And our school there was, like, from 8 a.m. to noon, and we didn't have homework, which honestly I feel like that's kind of how it should be out here in the fucking world. That makes sense to me. Like, you don't take homework anywhere. Like, why? Because when you're working in the world, you usually, most jobs, you don't take it home with you, and you don't do all this like work at home. There are there are obviously jobs that you do that with, but I'm just saying, like, it's more beneficial to, like, I don't know. I thought it was better. I liked it better. And the teacher there, I liked her voice. It was like ASMR. It gave me like if you were getting your back rubbed, or like whatever, somebody was scratching your back and you get those like warm fuzzies. I don't know. I think that's oxytocin, and I think it's like, so like there are people's voices give me that sometimes, and the teachers did, which I guess I call it ASMR because they have videos like that, and like ASMR videos of different things. So like I'm guessing that's really what it is. I don't know. Fuck if I know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking from my lived experience, you know, my perception of the world. But yeah, I was there for 6 months at that mental hospital. We had to cook our own meals, but the other time that I was there and at the other unit for a week, there is a cafeteria, and on that unit, in that unit, we would go to the cafeteria. But in this unit that I was at for 6 months, we had to cook our own meals, which was fine, and like our families would buy us our own foods or whatever, and we'd get like specific. I think we had to earn like the foods that we bought. Like I had my mom one time, or like yeah, my mom one time bought me like big old gallon. I think it was a 5 gallon. Was it 5 gallons or is it a gallon? No, I think it's, I don't know. It's one of those big old tubs of ice cream, and like you had to earn that as a privilege or something. And like you couldn't go on outings with family, and you had to earn them, you know, like with good behavior basically. And I made a best friend there, and we were like super, like she was I think we were each other's favorite person. I don't know what her mental illnesses and stuff were, but we were like inseparable. And I didn't realize, I thought I was straight, you know, like I didn't know my sexuality back then, but I'm pretty sure I had her. She was my first girl crush, I'm pretty sure. And it made me feel weird. Like I was like, what is this weird feeling? Because she left on an outing or something and got her hair cut, and I didn't like it. But like it was a change, you know. I had to adjust. And like we also all one time like made like cards for loved ones, and she made me, Fluff, what is your problem? She made me cards that said thinking of you and I miss you or something like that, and it just like gave me weird feelings. And I didn't understand them, but I know what I get them now, but like, but yeah, anyways, like, but because we were so inseparable, and I think we like got into an argument or something in like a yelling match one time, I think. I think. So we ended up having to stay 6 feet away from each other at all times. So that was interesting. And when I eventually did go back to school, there was a girl that actually had stayed. There was a girl, like an older girl in my school that had actually stayed with her, my friend that I met at that mental hospital, at a different place. And so like I just wish I could find her again. I'm not 100% sure of her name. Like I know her first name, but I'm not sure what her last name would be, so I don't know how to find her. It just sucks, but it happens. But this is not the end of this story. So